We are going to be here for the long run, but I promise you it's very worth it. Said it once and I'll say it again. If you are a hairdresser that doesn't know how to do something, please just say no. Anyway, obviously our goal is to stay long and stay blonde, so I'm going to do everything in my power to make that possible. We are using Blonde Me 9 levels of lift. We are also using Apres, which is going to help repair the disulfide bonds while in the hair and while also washed out. I used a brushed out cutting hair method today, but mainly because I wanted to get rid of every single end because they were not pretty and not in the healthiest of places. So I wanted to make sure that I got rid of everything versus just getting rid of what needed to come off. Then I am doing a very bold perimeter. This is to make sure that it stays bright, but I didn't want to go over every single strand of hair and overlap anything, so I'm being really careful to make sure that I'm not doing that. And then I go in with a pretty much traditional highlight all the way through, but using thicker strands and less sections. This is going to give some dimensions through the hair so it actually looks highlighted versus one colour. Then, because I had the bloody heating on, my bleach decided to swell to the point where it was bleeding everywhere, so cotton wool saved my fucking ass because that would have been an absolute disaster. So luckily I found the problem before it actually went anywhere and I stopped the problem as it started to occur. That's the same thing, but you know what I mean. This is just the realistic expectations of what actually happens in a salon that people don't show you because it would be seen as you don't know what you're doing. But there was just elements of the salon that were different today versus other days. And Blonde Me bleach swells like no one's business. You can see here the cotton wool stopped any bleeds from happening, meaning that when I was rinsing off, there was no bleeds and I could make sure that I focused on everything properly. Using Apres Healthy Hair Shampoo, I am just making sure that all of that bleach is rinsed out and I'm gonna start my toning process. Now, given that there was a lot of color going on at the end, meaning there was uneven consistency of lifting and also there was old dark in there, I had to use a toner that would make everything as even as possible. So I went in with a 9.549, which is beige violet. Given the extent of the damage that was already in the hair, I am using Fibre Clinique Seal. This is going to ensure that the hair's fibre is stronger, so when it comes to us diffusing, we're going to get as best results as possible. I'm then going in with Innocence I Create Hold, just to make sure that I have got something to set all the curls in place. Doing vertical styling throughout the whole entire head to make sure that I am getting movement in the curls. This is going to ensure that we get as even result as possible, so in case I need to cut anything afterwards, I can. The top section, I actually took in horizontal motions down because I wanted fullness and I wanted everything to go onto one side. So that's why I did that. And then I just removed a little bit of the excess moisture. Then we hover dried pretty much 100% of the way until the very end. This just gives the hair a little bit of a volume boost and a bit of more movement and breaks off the cast as well. And as you can see, it is not perfect because I'm not a fucking wizard. However, from where we started, this is, I mean, yeah, the results speak for themselves. I hope you enjoyed this and hopefully I'll see one of you in my chair very soon. I love what I do, I love everything about what I do, and I hope that that really shines through.